Today I'm sharing my best advice for first-time home buyers to avoid common mistakes and to make sure that your first home is the right home. Let's dive in. Number 1, hired a professional and seasoned buyer's agent. A buyer's agent is a real estate professional that works exclusively for the buyer's best interest. They will represent you on the home buying process and they can help you on the following items. Market knowledge. They know the local market, including the local trends, pricing, and the neighborhood specifics. Property search. They'll be able to narrow down the search and present to you all the active listings that are available based on your criteria and save you a lot of time. Negotiation skills. Buyer's agent can negotiate on the best possible deal, including the purchase price, closing costs, due diligence, loan contingency, and appraisal contingency if you're financing, and of course, any other terms that you want to negotiate, including requests for repairs during due diligence. Paperwork and legal expertise. One of my responsibilities as your buyer's agent is to review the paperwork together with you and answer any questions you may have. The purchase agreement is pretty lengthy, so we go page by page and we go through the most important sections. You may have questions like, Kaori, is the earnest money deposit refundable? Kaori, what happens during the due diligence period? Do I just do the inspection of the home or is there anything else additional that I need to do? All these questions are valuable questions that I answer and I take time to go over them with my buyers because especially as a first-time home buyer, this is your first rodeo. You need someone to hold hands with you during the entire home buying process. If you don't have buyer representation, how do you know what questions to ask the listing agent? And these questions, you guys, are to help craft the best possible offer you can. Here are some questions I asked the listing agent. What is the seller's motivation? What's the seller's timeline? Do they need a lease back? What else is important for the sellers? Maybe it's a shorter due diligence period. Number 2, get pre-approved. A pre-approval is a process that the lender will go through with a first-time home buyer to assess their financial situation and identify how much they are able to borrow from this particular mortgage company. Having a pre-approval letter from your lender will help you with these following things. Number 1, strengthen your offer. When I submit your offer, I will attach the pre-approval letter, and in the email, I will also copy the lender when submitting to the listing agent. That's very important for me because I know that I could trust my lender partners to reach out to the listing agent and give them a call and vouch for my buyers. This is extremely important when we're under a multiple offer situation. Number 2, helps sets a realistic budget. Buyers will know exactly how much they could afford and understand the monthly payment before we submit an offer. Number 3, streamlines the closing process. A pre-approved buyer can close the deal faster. Having that relationship with the lender will help them identify the timeline it takes to get the appraisal report back and know exactly how long it's going to take to close. Number 3, don't skip the home inspection. A home inspection is a thorough examination of the home's condition by a third-party home inspector. They'll check for the following items: structural issues, foundation, framing, and roof problems, plumbing and electrical systems, potential issues with wiring, pipes, and appliances, heating and cooling systems, efficiency and functionality of the HVAC systems, water damages, signs of leak, mold, or water intrusion. I cannot stress the importance of a home inspection. I highly recommend all of my buyers to schedule a home inspection right away once we go under contract and open escrow. For a resale home, we conduct one home inspection, and if that resale home has a pool, we'll also conduct a pool inspection too. For a new construction home, can you guess how many inspections we conduct? The answer is 3. First, we have the framing inspection. This is conducted once the framing has been completed. Then we have the home inspection. The third-party home inspection is conducted usually a few days before closing. Then lastly, the third home inspection is the blue tape inspection or the welcome home orientation that is conducted a few days before closing. I'm a big fan of home inspections, so I've actually done a title about the 3 home inspections to do when purchasing a new construction home. So if you're interested in checking out that video, click on that link above me. Now time for storytelling. I had a buyer who purchased a brand new construction home that chose not to do the third-party home inspection. They didn't want to spend the few $100s at that time. They also felt that it was sufficient because they were getting the builder's 1-year full customer service warranty. Little did they know that after living in this brand new home for a few months, that their tankless water heater stopped working. In the kitchen, they could not get cold water, so they could not wash their fresh vegetables with cold water. And in the showers, they could not get hot water, so they were experiencing cold showers. Can you imagine that? So now what? My buyers had to go through a process to submit their online warranty ticket ticket to the builder and wait 24 hours, 48 hours for the builder to respond to their issue. It took them a few days for their tankless water heater to be fixed, so during that time, they didn't have cold water in the kitchen, nor did they have hot water in their showers. Would this have been identified if we had conducted a home inspection prior to closing? Most likely. There's so many things that you can't see with your eyes when you're at these inspections and your welcome home orientations. Only these professional third-party home inspectors could identify these issues ahead of time so you could have a peace of mind when closing a new construction home. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa, my name is Kaori Nagao, your global real estate advisor, helping you find your new home. Whether it's a new construction home or a resale home, anywhere in the world, I'll be more than happy to help you. Remember, I have referral partners within my Sotheby's network in every city, so reach out to me. Let me know where you're buying and what you're buying and how I could help. Contact me by scanning the QR code on my screen, or you can reach out to me with my contact details in the description below. I love it when you engage with me. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and let's keep going. Number 4, be prepared to negotiate. Negotiation is a crucial part of the home buying process. Let's dive into the things that you can negotiate. Number 1, purchase price. You could choose to make an offer at that market value price or something lower. Closing costs. With the current high interest rates, why not ask the seller to help you with some closing cost credit? Repairs. Review the inspection summary with your buyer's agent and go over the items that you want repaired by the seller. Possession date. Depending on the seller's timeline and the buyer's timeline, you can negotiate on the closing date. Now it's time for a pop quiz. I want to make sure you've been paying attention to my video. The first person to comment correctly will get a shout out on my next YouTube shorts. Let's go. How many inspections do I recommend as your buyer's agent when purchasing a new construction home? A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, and D, none of the above. Number 5, save for down payment. You guys, there's a myth that everybody thinks that we need to save 20% for down payment to purchase a new home. First-time home buyers, that is not correct. It's a myth because this 20% only applies to a conventional loan. If you want to put down less than 20%, there are government loans like FHA loans that's 3.5% down, or VA loans with a 0% down. A larger down payment can lower your monthly payment. A smaller loan means a lower interest cost. Improve your loan term. A larger down payment can qualify you for better interest rates. Avoid PMI or private mortgage insurance. PMI is an additional monthly fee if you're putting down less than 20%. There you have it, my 5 tips on helping first-time home buyers with their home buying journey. As a first-time home buyer, it's okay to ask all your questions. We're here as your buyer's agent to help you answer those questions and help you through this home buying journey. Home ownership is very important for me, and that is why I create these videos to help you as first-time home buyers to become a homeowner. For more videos about new construction homes, or if you're thinking about buying new anywhere in the world, make sure you check out one of my videos surrounding me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for finding me. It'll make me very happy if you could smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're made aware of my weekly content. You guys, I want to make it to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so help me by sharing this video with your family and friends. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.